Change your heart, change your life, change the planet. Hey everybody, it's Tim Van Orden out for a hard workout on the Bluestone Road up Mount Anthony in Bennington. And I just did 8 hard efforts up this road, which is about a 7% steady grade. And the final effort, I doubled the distance that I intended to do. I just kept going further and further and extending it further and further. And when I finished, I was nauseous. My legs were burning. My heart was coming out of my chest. I was gasping for air. And I turned around and started to head back down the mountain. And I caught myself engaging in one of my processes. And I thought, oh, this is something that I do that I haven't told you about yet. So I'm going to do that now. When I turned around, I made an effort to relax my shoulders, to go into a power pose of victory, of celebration, rather than defeat. Most people do hard workouts and they're glad it's done, but they feel beaten. They feel humbled, they feel vulnerable. And they'll avoid and fear the next time they have to do this, which for me is every Tuesday and often Thursdays as well. But by putting myself into a power pose, a victory pose, which basically shoulders back, head back, and there's kind of celebratory arms out to the side, like, yes. It's almost like crossing the finish line. And I consciously smile. And not only do I smile, but I fill myself with gentleness, with kindness. And it's kind of like this. Let me see if I can simulate it. It's like a sweetness. And what that is for me, it's creating an association between the hard workout and something really positive, something that is nurturing, something that is growth-oriented, rather than something to be feared and something to be avoided because it's painful and it hurts, and that's what you're left with. In psychology, what we know is that people remember the peak intensity of an event, and they also remember the end of an event. And whichever is more emotionally salient will be the thing that anchors that memory to their identity, to their consciousness, to their experience of that memory. Memories don't just get filed, they get filed with emotional tags, especially if they are painful or emotionally rich, like running up a mountain hard. So by creating the end tag as something really positive, really gentle, really sweet, really nurturing, like getting into a bathtub while drinking hot chocolate, something like that, whatever it is for you. But by filling yourself with that sweetness, with that kindness, you can create an anchor, create an end moment for that experience that your brain will now associate as something good. So for me, it was also about looking at the trees, looking at the leaves, and really celebrating the place that I'm in, and celebrating the fact that I bring myself out here to do this. I put myself in a nurturing place when I do something really hard, something that's going to make me feel really vulnerable and challenge my identity, because there's a part of me that doesn't want to do it, or there's a part of me that wants to stop and say, I can't do it, I'm not strong enough. So by putting myself, number one, in a nurturing environment, and then number two, by sealing the deal with kindness, sweetness, and celebration, you create this really positive memory of the experience. So when next Tuesday rolls around, my unconscious is not going to find these negative associations attached to those memories or strongly negative emotional tags. Instead, it's going to find positivity. It's going to find growth, celebration, and future possibility as I get faster and faster. Okay? Hope there's value there. I'm off to run down the mountain. Bye. See where I get uncomfortable, see where I want to run away, and then I investigate those spots. and then I bring that out into the world, into my training, and into the development of my character, which then helps me to improve as an athlete and hopefully as a human being, to be more resilient, or as Nassim Taleb says, anti-fragile.